And welcome everybody. I want to first start out by thanking everyone for coming here and sharing in this celebration with us. For those who don't know me, I'm Michael. I'm Kristen's oldest little brother. I've known her, my entire life. She had my mom and dad all to herself for about a year and 4 months until I came along and caused her to have to share the spotlight. Now, young Kristen did not like to share the spotlight. I was too little to remember this, but my mom and dad always loved to tell me the story of when I was first learning to walk. Oh, you know where this is going. All right, so picture this, little old me just hoisting myself up on our living room furniture. I'd get myself up, be so proud, take a couple nice, uneasy steps before, plop, I'm right back sitting on my butt because my sister decided that my drunken toddling was too pitiful for our parents to have to endure. And so I would pick myself back up, Kristen would push me back down, and then she would strut her stuff across the living room in all her 2.5-year-old glory. So even though as little kids she would pick on me, that never gave anyone else the right to pick on me. Even when we wouldn't get along, Kristen always had my back. And and she never liked a bully. I remember a time when Dad took us to South Park to play on the playground, and 2 little girls were picking on me for wearing my favorite sneakers in the world, my bright purple Simba Converses from The Lion King. So these 2 girls had me bawling my eyes out because it wasn't cool to like Lion King at that time, and it was weird for me as a boy to like the color purple. Now I was about 5 at the time, and I was very traumatized by this. So, I don't remember exactly what Kristen told them, but it was something along the lines of this quote here. She didn't say this, but some people cannot function without negativity because bringing down others makes them feel better. These little girls mocked me for loving the color purple and liking Lion King, and Kristen told them off, calling them bullies, and pointing out that trying to make yourself look like a winner by putting others down only voices your own insecurities and jealousy. These girls left after being chided by Kristen, and when Kristen consoled me, and she shared wisdom with me that day that I still believe to this day. She didn't say this, but once again, an entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside. The negativity of this world cannot put you down unless you let it. She taught me to be myself and to be happy doing it. Don't try to be anyone else but yourself. This brings me to my now brother-in-law, which I've always called him, even before this day, Nick, or as my 2 girls lovingly call him, Unky Big Bear. The first time I met Nick, I essentially guilt-tripped Kristen into bringing me over to his house on Michigan Avenue. For those who know him, know where that was. The only thing I really knew about Nick before that day was that he was a big, burly football player and that he was in Kristen's honors classes. I thought he was going to be a pompous jerk and jock who would just revel in showing us just how he was superior to us in just about everything. Boy, was I wrong. We spent hours that evening playing video games, which, for those who don't know me, was just about my favorite pastime. Yes, still is, as my wife would point out. So, I found out that day a lot about my brother-in-law. I was younger than just about everyone there, but Nick sure made sure I was included in all the fun. He didn't seem bothered, nor did he make me feel like he was obligated to include me. And I love him for that. No, he genuinely was happy to bring me in as one of his friends, who I still consider to this day. That day I learned just who Nick was, that he is one of the most genuine people I've ever met. He doesn't act fake, he will be honest with you, to a fault. And he is also one of the kindest people you will ever meet. Don't let that fool you though, because he may be Unky Big Bear to my girls, because he's a kind, warm, and big huggable guy to those who are fortunate to be in his company. But to those who are bullies to those he loves, he is fiercely loyal. Sorry, I went through too many pages. He is fiercely loyal and will have your back at any time or day. That's why I wholeheartedly consider myself to be privileged to call both of them family. I'm bringing it home, guys, so just bear with me a little bit longer. So Kristen and Nick are amazing individually, but together they are, well, quite frankly, as Superman will show, they're superheroes to me. It's impossible not to be happy in their presence, to be smiling, to be laughing, and to just feel better about yourself. You are always wanted and welcomed when they're around. That's why I'd like to take this moment to raise my glass, which I don't have right now, but everyone else, I urge you to pick up your glass. So to Kristen and Nick, you will always have a loyal crew in all that are gathered here today, and I wish you both the very best in whatever next adventure you embark upon. So drink up, me hearties, yo-ho!